Okay, so we're going to do a Venn diagram comparing two things. We did our example of apples and oranges. Now we're going to do it with two books, like I just told you. The first one's the normal version of Little Red Riding Hood, and the second one is from the wolf's point of view.
Wait, what?
Called, Honestly, Red Riding Hood Was Rotten.
Rotten. Wait. Rotten.
We're going to compare them just like we did apples and oranges. We're going to read this book, and then we're going to read this book and see what's the same and what's different.
Apples and oranges are yummy.
I might give you some of you. Okay, I'm going to start the first one. This is Little Red Riding Hood. You got to pay attention so we can find the differences, okay? Mother said, "Look here, little one. Here is something for you. Something red. See how it looks on you." The little girl said, "Oh, Mother, how pretty it is. I like it. I like red."
Because she's Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, she's putting her hood on. "Now," said Mother, "I want you to do something. I want you to go to Grandmother's house." "Oh, good," said the girl. "I like to do that. It is fun."
Oh, I wonder if her grandma
Guess we gotta find out.
Yeah.
"Yes," said Mother, "and here is something good to eat. Take it to Grandmother. Go on now. Do not play on the way." "No, Mother," said the little girl. "I will not play. I will run, run, run."
I call playing.
"Oh, I like it here. This is fun. And I see something pretty for Grandmother." She's out in the woods. She's playing. She's not supposed to. "Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones. I will get this and this and this."
She's gonna get eaten.
"Oh, what do I see now? Something big, big, big. Do I like this big one?" Uh-oh, there's the wolf. "Yes, I am big, but I like you. I will walk with you. What do you have?" "I have something pretty for my grandmother, and I have something good to eat."
Yucky. It's gonna be a nasty thing.
"That is good. You are a good girl. But I have to go now. I have to run." "And I have to run too. Where is Grandmother's house? Oh, I see it. That's it."
He's right behind the trees.
"Grandmother, here I am. I have come to see you. I have something for you." Come in. Come here to me. I want to get a good look at you." Does that look like her grandmother?
No.
What's that look like?
No.
"Oh, how did you get in here? You look like Grandmother, but you are not Grandmother. Where is Grandmother? Did you eat my grandmother? I do not like you. Help, help." At least she noticed it was the bad guy, right? "Here I come," said a man. "I will help you. See what I can do. I can make this big one run away." Get out, said the man. "Go away. We do not want you here." What's that big man look like?
A chicken.
Have y'all ever heard of the guys? They're called lumberjacks. They're in the woods and they cut down trees.
Oh, I see one.
I saw that at the beginning of the picture.
I saw one in the town cutting a tree when there's a cat sleeping in a tree.
Uh-oh. "But where is Grandmother? I do not see her. Oh, I want my grandmother. She's real sad. She's crying." "Here I am, little one," said Grandmother. "He did not eat me. Come here to me. How good it is to see you." Let's see.
Where was her?
She was in the back of the house. Okay, so that was the normal one, right?
That one.
Now, we're going to do the next one. Honestly, Red Riding Hood was rotten. So it sounds like it's given a different point of view, right?
Yep.
It's going to show it through the wolf's story. "Chomp, chomp. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just finishing my lunch. My name's Wolf, the big bad wolf. You may have heard the story of Little Red Riding Hood about a girl and her granny. Seems everyone has. My tale is different. Did I say tale? I meant tail." "Once upon a time, I ran out of food. Completely. The cupboards were bare. The freezer, too. And I'd eaten every last vegetable and fruit in the garden. Every one. Other wolves might have lunched on little forest critters, chipmunks, bunnies, squirrels, but I'm a vegetarian, which means he doesn't eat meat. That's right, I don't eat meat. Well, I try not to. I love apples. Honeycrisp, Pink Lady, Golden Delicious, any kind really. But sadly, it was a long time until apples came.
And sitting in the chair.
I hadn't eaten in weeks. My stomach growled and howled. It moaned and groaned. It even roared. Then my nose took over. Sniff, sniff. I took a whiff. What was it? A girl. What girl do you think it is?
Red Riding Hood.
Sniff, sniff. I took a whiff. What was it? Cake. Butter. In this forest? I had to investigate.
It's girl.
And there she was, Little Red Riding Hood. She looked as plump and juicy as a big sweet apple.
Why is she so fat?
Well, he said she was plump and she looked like an apple. So she looks like an apple because he's hungry. You know when you're really hungry and things start looking good to eat?
Yeah. She's super fat.
What, man?
She looks like a
Don't
big
say
old
that.
train. I never do.
Little Red waved her cape. Isn't it pretty? She said. Yeah, I said. Aren't I pretty? She said. Was she admiring herself in the puddle? With this cape, she said, I'm even prettier than usual. Boy, someone sure was full of herself. Then my stomach growled, reminding him he was hungry. Little Red twirled a strand of hair. Mother says the cape looks grand with my skin. My skin shines like pearls. Or the meat of a ripe apple, I thought, licking my chops. Remember, I hadn't eaten in weeks. It was time to chomp. So he's looking at her like he's hungry, right?
She doesn't know.
But then the Little Red said, I can't wait until Granny sees how pretty I am today. I'm bringing her cake and butter from my mother. My stomach howled. 2 meals? I thought Granny for breakfast, Little Red for lunch, and the cake and butter for dessert.
I think he's going to eat her in this one.
Where does Granny live at? I asked. Little Red pointed down there, the clearing, the brown house. I knew that house, and I had a plan.
Ooh, he's gonna eat.
Let's play a game, I said. Little Red smiled. I'm awesome at games. I bet you are, I said. You take this path, I'll take that path, and let's see who arrives at Granny's first. I will, she said. I'm the prettiest and the fastest. I bet you are, he said. My stomach moaned. Before it groaned, I ran. No one knows the forest like I do. I chose the shorter path. We tricked her into going the long way. Sniff, sniff. I took a whiff. What was it? Apple air freshener? Tap, tap. I knocked at the door. Who's there? Called out a voice. Your granddaughter, I squeaked. I brought you cake and butter from Mother. Door's open, said Granny. Granny tugged at her nightcap. Green, she said. Isn't it pretty? Pretty like a Granny Smith apple. I thought, aren't I pretty? Granny said. You must have heard the saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, it's true. My stomach roared. What's that noise? Granny asked. Chomp, chomp. I had to eat her. She was no Nishnotchi apple, but not too bad. I still felt hungry, so he ate her. Tap, tap, Little Red knocked on the door. Who's there? I called out, crawling into Granny's bed. Your granddaughter, Little Red said. I've brought you cake and butter from Mother. The door's open, I said. Little Red walked in and caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror. Isn't my cape pretty, Granny? She said. I clenched my teeth. Granny, Little Red said, what deep, dark eyes I have. I said, the color of apple seeds. Granny, she said, what perfect ears I have. I said, shaped like sharply cut apple slices. Granny, she said, what pretty red lips I have. I said, red, delicious. Granny, she said, what lovely skin I have. So he's looking really hungry at her, isn't he?
Yep.
Chomp, chomp. I ate her up. What can I say? Things look differently when you're hungry. She was no Fuji or Crispin apple. In fact, to be honest, she was a bit rotten. But she was better than nothing. Plus, I got dessert.
Ooh.
Okay. So, what was one thing that both the stories had? That they both had? Aaliyah.
They both had a little red riding.
Yes, they both had little Red Riding Hood,
And they
right?
both had wolves.
And they both had wolves. So you can put that under the middle, under your both.
Right here. Both.
So she said that it both had a wolf, and it both had a little Red Riding Hood, right? Hmm? Right here.
How
In
do
the
you
middle.
make it say both?
Let's sound out. You can just write the word wolf.
I want to go get one. I want to go get mine.
Here.
What did she say again?
They both have wolves, so under the word both, you can write the word wolf. 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 You can just write that.
W-O-L-F.
Good
How do
job.
you spell both?
It's already right there.
Red.
So you can just write the wolf. Just
I
put
need
wolf. V, and then write the word wolf. Right there.
Messed up.
How do you spell?
Messed up.
Wolf. Sound it out. Wolf.
B
Can I use the thing here too?
W A H F W A.
Okay, if you already have the one that we came up together in the middle, you can try and come up with another one on your own. And then we're going to talk about it.
They both had.
Let's talk about this. What's one thing that they were different about? Can you think of anything that was different, Adam? Do you have anything?
They broke one of the books.
What was one thing this book did that the other one didn't do? Let's think about it. Was there a person in there that wasn't in this story? What was that guy we talked about?
Oh yeah, that was a tree cutter.
You can put lumberjack. I can write it for you right now.
Look, they have a mom.
Yes.
Mama.
Say, did you hear us talking about
I messed
how
up.
this story said that it had
I messed
the
up.
man in it, the lumberjack, and this one didn't?
up.
Stop interrupting.
Yeah, but that one had a mom and that one didn't. So that they have.
Good job.
And that
Let's
one,
keep working on